Alright, Kalamazoo Kangaskhans back again, once again, and we are ready to take on the Rock Slide Rebels this week. From what I had seen from their team early on, it seemed like there was an Enamorous Incarnate and a Deoxys Speed, so they have a lot of hazard control as well as early special attacking offense. Samurott Hisui as well to play a lot of hazard setup. Excadrill for, I'm assuming, Rapid Spin. Yeah, okay. So basically all of the above. They brought the Iron Moth, I shouldn't be surprised about that. They chose to bring Hydrapple, okay. If I have to be honest, I think their lead here is almost always Excadrill. Probably like a Focus Sash Stealth Rock, maybe? Or we just assume that there's Samurott Hisui. Because of that, I think I'm just inclined to U-turn out. I don't think I'm ever... Well, actually, maybe I could just lead Garchomp here. The only thing it would be threatened by is the Enamorous lead, but... Would they lead Enamorous? I think that's what we do, actually, is we lead Garchomp. I'm going to be a little bit more risky this time around. Alright. Excadrill lead, I was correct on that. Are we looking at Air Balloon? No. It'll probably assume Earthquake as I set up rocks. I should outspeed an Excadrill, right? Max speed Garchomp. It is rapid spinning. Okay, so it does outspeed me. I will gladly take 2 layers of chip from Helmet and Rough Skin here to get the rocks set up afterwards. If they do want to stay in and spin the rocks away, I will gladly just take my KO with the Earthquake and go on with my day. They're setting up their own rocks. Okay, I will gladly take this trade, honestly. Samurott Hisui comes out. Any chance this has a physical ice move? I don't recall if this gets one. Oh. Part of me wants to bring in Slowking to try to slow pivot into Mousehold to try to tidy up. If I am to assume that this is the go for the dark move, going through Slowking is probably not my smartest option. Breaking Sash? Well, there is no Sash here, it's Scarf. I think if I'm assuming dark move here, I just bring in Urshifu, and I have to scare this thing out. Because if it gets too many hazards up, I am in a lot of trouble. Yeah, that is the ceaseless edge that I was expecting. I am uncertain if they would let me just click close combat here. And I'm also uncertain if U-turn is a KO. In both instances, I could see a switch to Enamorous being the best play for them, which means I need to U-turn. Okay, yeah, I think I got it. Okay. It is not heavy-duty boots on the Enamorous. Possibly choice specs. Assuming fairy move, do I want to go for Volcarona? I do not expect Mousehold to live a hit from that thing, but I also don't know how fast it is. It shouldn't be faster than Mousehold. I will just try to clear up some hazards now. If they decide to stay in and take the KO, I'm okay with that trade. It's Scarf Enamorous. Well, good to know that now. If it is Scarf, I'm incentivized to just bring in Volcarona. And I am going to Quiver Dance on their guaranteed switch here. Iron Moth. For some reason, we're seeing double here. Let's see, that thing quad resist bug, quad resist Giga Drain, it's probably flamethrower, because I cannot let that set up at all, ever. And any switch is still probably best case flamethrower for me anyways. Is this a 2-hit KO? Not quite. Whirlwind, interesting. I was not expecting support Iron Moth. Okay. I can still threaten something here quite well. I'm going to assume something like Hurricane's coming out. I will take that trade very well. Zapdos Galar. Okay. This seems like a rather obvious Brave Bird, but it could also just be close combat. Both of which are not great for me. I do think this means it's a job for Slowking to try to hopefully be able to take a hit and regenerate or pivot out. Hopefully it was close combat, not Brave Bird. That's a Brave Bird. Okay. Yeah, that's not great. Well, their choice scarf was on Enamorous, so Meowscarada should outspeed, right? Oh, is this game going to come down to triple axle, connect 3 or miss and lose the game? It might, honestly. I have to go for it. I don't have another choice. Wow, we're okay. That did basically no damage on the first hit. Alright, that's respectable enough damage that it can actually pick up a KO if it does that again. Okay, I'm fine with taking a little Aqua Jet chip for this trade. Nice. The Enamorous comes back out, and we already know it's Choice Scarf, which means that it's also outspeeding my Scarfed Urshifu. Do I have to set Garchomp for tempo? Garchomp is good into exactly the Hydrapple. Do I sack the Meowscarada because I need the tempo and the Garchomp to deal with that when I can also just triple axle the Hydrapple? I'm honestly not sure what Urshifu does anymore. It might be sack Urshifu. Yeah, I think that has to be the play. Earth Power is a very interesting read. They choice locked themselves into Earth Power. Volcarona would be neutral. Garchomp doesn't totally care? I assume this is a switch and we quiver here, because whatever comes in does not want to take repeated hits from Volcarona. I'm assuming it would be Zapdos coming in, but at +1, we should outspeed and still threaten a one-shot with Flamethrower after Stealth Rock Chip on the Brave Bird recoiled Galarian Zapdos. They are staying in. That is probably going to cost them. Admittedly, I don't know if +1 speed makes me outspeed Scarfed Enamorous, but if it does, this game is mine. I do not outspeed, but with the +1 special defense, we still take it. Finishing off an Amorous. Hydrapple comes in, we have super effective bug move. I am not an expert on Hydrapple's bulk, but I am fairly certain it does not survive +1 Volcarona Brave Bird, or Bug Buzz, excuse me. I know Hydrapple gets Regenerator, but I don't know how that's gonna matter here. Yeah. And because we saw the Scarf already, we can just assume we stay in and click Flamethrower again. And good game to my opponent. Alright. I will say that was a rather rough 3-0 victory for me. But well done to them, and I will see you guys next time. Peace!